Well, we're going to try out some chicharrones. I ran across a bag of pork skin that I had in the fridge. So we're going to do some chicharrones. Enjoying some caramel macchiato as well. I've cut them into big chunks. I don't have a lot of experience with chicharrones, so we're going to see how it goes. We got our manteca there. It looked like it's about pretty hot right now. I'm going to give it a couple minutes more and we'll start throwing them in. All right, let's test out our oil. Of course, these traditionally are done with the pork fat itself that comes off the pork, off the pig. Chicharrones are pork cracklings made out of the skin. And sometimes you get the skin that has meat on it and more fat. But I got these at a good price over at the Chinese store. So I'm going to use these and see what we do. As I can see, or we can see because you're with me now. There you go. The manteca still needs to cook, to heat up a little bit more, but we are going to leave that in there. I have this on high heat right now, as you can see. And our little chicharrones, our experimental chicharrón is frying there. We're going to see how this goes. I'm going to let it heat up completely like I want it so that this sucker will just start to boil. The chicharrones will start to boil as soon as I throw them in. But I'm going to let it heat up to that point and then drop it down a little bit to kind of try and keep it maintained at a certain level. I don't know the perfect temperature for chicharrones. I don't know the time they should be in there. I'm flying blind here, people. Flying blind. Okay, we still got our lonely piece of chicharrón there. I brought out my thermometer just so we can see how hot it is. Because I can imagine all the comadres saying, oh, you gotta raise the fire. You know, no está bastante caliente. Y que súbele. Y que no, que se te va a quemar. Y que blah, blah, blah. So, we're going to see how hot that oil is right now. Ooh, that sucker's hot. Está calientísimo. That's over 220. Hey, good Lord. That might be hot enough, I suspect. I've always known that a good rule to frying is, if you want something crispy, fry it till the bubbles stop bubbling. And then you got a completely fried piece of whatever, tortilla, chicharrón, whatever. So, anyway, that's what we're working on. All right, suspecting that our cooking oil is anywhere between 300 and 1,000,000 degrees, we're going to throw in several pork skins. But you see it just, I don't know if these electric stoves really are really any good for this kind of stuff, you know? I don't think I've used the gas stove in probably 20 years. But I kind of miss them. So anyways, we're going to let these babies cook. And we're going to see what... You hear that? We're going to see how that sucker goes. People, we're in this together. This is the one that we're just cooking, but... Oh, wow. You know what? Wow. It still needed a little bit more to go. Okay, that's a little rubbery in the middle. But it's actually tasty. Rubbery. Maybe we gotta let it also cool down a bit. Cool down completely. And let the bit of moisture in there dry up. And then we'll see. As you can see, I got these other babies right here. We're gonna let these fry. Fry, fry, fry. Yeah, not much excitement going on here other than frying, and we've got a ways to go. We have got a ways to go. So, quick propaganda break. If anybody's willing to give up a GoPro or some type of nice phone holder, yours truly would greatly appreciate it if anybody has one out there. That way I don't have to buy one. So, which I really can't afford right now. But anyways, look at those chicharrones. My God. My mouth is watering, people. Okay, guys, we've got the last of them in there. They're frying steadily. I think we got a couple of things against us, though. I think it would probably work better with pork lard, with the manteca. With the manteca from the pig itself. These are the ones that I just brought out. I tested one out. Ooh, it looked pretty, actually. But the fluffiness isn't in there. The other thing that's working against us, I think, is that an electric stove doesn't give enough heat to heat up the oil. So, we'll take this one. You can see it's still, what I call is, you can see the manteca, the grease, the oil, the fat, that is. And the different color there, I think that's where the soft spots are, where it's going to be difficult to just snap it in half. You see that? I've snapped it, but it still lacks some. So I'm trying to get one that's actually chicharroning. Let's see about this one. Nope. That one's soft also. Let's see this one. Aha, that one broke. Snapped in half. Look at that. So let's, and I can see they're hard as heck. Wow. Not the chicharrón that I'm expecting. So we're going to call this a draw. I think I'm going to throw these in for a couple more minutes. They are tasty though, but they're not the chicharrón that I want or the chicharrón that I expect. So enjoy the video anyway.